Imagine this for a second. You have worked for months, maybe even years, and finally the moment arrives. You got that promotion, you bought the house, or maybe you completely transformed your body. You are there, holding the trophy, looking at your bank account, or seeing yourself in the mirror. You should feel an explosion of happiness, right? You should feel free. But instead of that, the first thing your brain does is open Instagram, or even worse, open a tab inside your mind, and you picture a specific person. Maybe it is that ex who told you that you would never become anything. Maybe it is your father who never validated your effort, or that so-called friend who laughed at your first project. You imagine their faces when they find out. You taste their envy. In your mind, you are shouting at them, "Look at me now. Look what I can do without you." If this sounds familiar, you are not alone, but I need to tell you something that hurts. That victory does not belong to you. You just won a gold medal for a ghost. Today, we are going to talk about the psychology of success driven by revenge. We're going to understand why we are obsessed with impressing people who are no longer in our lives, and how that emotional fuel, even if it makes you run faster, ends up burning your engine from the inside. Get ready, because today we are going to take your life back from the hands of those who hurt you. We are often sold the idea that the best revenge is success. It sounds motivating, right? It's the favorite phrase of fitness videos and business gurus. But from a psychological point of view, that phrase is a deadly trap. Why? Because success driven by revenge is reactive success. It doesn't come from what you love, it comes from what they hate. It doesn't come from your values, it comes from your wounds. When you act out of revenge, you are giving that person authorship over your achievements. Basically, you're telling them, "You are still so important to me that I spend 12 hours a day working just so you change your opinion about me." Do you see the problem? You are still their prisoner, only now your cell has walls of gold. Let's get a little scientific, but keeping it simple. Why does our brain prefer revenge over pure self-fulfillment? First, let's talk about dirty dopamine. Our brain has a reward system centered in the nucleus accumbens. When we imagine the defeated face of someone who humiliated us, the brain releases dopamine. It's a pleasant feeling, almost addictive, but it is intense and very short. Since the brain does not clearly distinguish between reality and imagination, when you picture revenge, you create a spike of pleasure that pushes you to work harder. But because it is external motivation based on someone else's judgment, the moment that person does not react as you expected, or simply never finds out about your success, you suffer an emotional crash. You feel empty. Second, there's something called retrospective validation bias. Psychologically, we want to close loops. If someone made us feel not enough in the past, our brain creates a constant tension. We want to rewrite the past. But here is the neurobiological truth. You cannot change someone else's memory. No matter how successful you become, in the mind of that ghost, you might still be the same person as before, and that's something your brain refuses to accept. Also, living to prove something to others keeps your cortisol levels, the stress hormone, elevated. You are in constant fight mode. Yes, that gives you energy to work until 3 in the morning, but in the long term, it destroys your mental health and your ability to enjoy the present. I want you to do an exercise with me right now. Think about your biggest goal at this moment, the one that keeps you awake at night. Now, ask yourself these 3 questions with brutal honesty. 1. If that person disappeared from the face of the earth tomorrow and nobody ever heard from them again, would you still want to achieve that goal with the same intensity? 2. If you achieved that success but you were forbidden from telling anyone or posting it on social media, would it still be worth the effort? 3. Are you chasing an object or a position to heal a wound of rejection? If the answer to the first question is no, you are not chasing a purpose, you are chasing a ghost. Many people wait for the other person to apologize or admit they were wrong in order to be happy. They say, when they see that I am successful, they will realize what they lost. That is putting the keys of your happiness in your enemy's pocket. There's something called unilateral closure. It's a technique where you decide that the story is over without needing the other person to participate. It means deciding that today you fire them as your motivators. From now on, your goals belong to you. You no longer need them to see your medals. There's a subtle but powerful difference between wanting to be the best so others suffer and wanting to be the best because you love what you do. Revenge is reactive and drains you. Excellence is proactive and nourishes you. Every time you catch yourself thinking about them while you work, take a deep breath and say, "This is for my future self, not for my past self that was hurt." I want to make a small empathetic pause. Don't feel guilty if revenge has been your engine until now. Sometimes when we are at the bottom, resentment is the only thing that gives us the strength to climb. It's a survival energy, and it's valid at the beginning. However, if you have a sensitive nervous system, this engine is especially dangerous. Revenge is like nitro in a race car. It gives you an incredible boost for 5 seconds, but if you keep the button pressed the whole race, the engine explodes. If this video opened your eyes or helped you identify that ghost in your life, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. You have no idea how much that small action helps this message reach more people who, like you, need to reclaim their worth. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of these doses of psychology for your growth. Comment below, what is that goal that today you decide is only for you? Writing it down helps your brain commit to the change. Thank you for being here, for your courage to look inward, and for finally deciding to be the only owner of your victories. See you in the next video.